Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of Nick's dungeon exploration. I should probably maybe write a script for this instead of doing it all ad-libbed. But as you can see, this is my actual home. Did you think that Mudkip little Explorers of Time, Darkness, whatever that was my home? Not quite. Though we may be close to it. Secrets. But yeah, this is where I actually keep all of my normal survival mode stuff. And also I found, remember, I guess I had been mentioning that alcohol brewing plugin, I guess is the more official name for it. I got a couple of those, and I was wondering, I forget exactly how long it lasts, the effects of those. Hello. You can see I was talking with Kraken then about, I guess today is the Super Bowl or something, and it's probably not that important. But before we do, we also have the very important squid head. Definitely, can I wear that? Yes, perfect. So that's step 1, golden grog. Step 2, what do you mean? Oh, okay, I thought that this was, I guess, this isn't as cool as I thought it was going to be. There are some drinks that, let's see if I do info. Oh, okay. Again, I really haven't done any of this brewing stuff myself, but I had been given a couple of these grog drinks then by some other friends that had done it, and when it's done well, apparently you can get interesting effects such as, oh, speak of, it's the goddess herself. Whoa. Are blessed with oh gosh, but other interesting things that like mess with your text. It like slurs the words that you type. Very funny stuff. And then also it like moves your character around. I don't even know how they did that. I really had wanted to show the effects of that, but apparently I didn't have strong enough stuff. I'll have to get on Bones then and see if I can get some stronger stuff. Oh gosh. This is the 5th dungeon then. Alright, sorry for the cut. We are back. So checking out, usually you would right click these signs, then that's how this little shop plugin setup works, but because I set this one up, I can just open up the chests and grab one of the travel tickets. So it's possible that we will have the dragon transportation system set up then here in the near future for all the dungeons, but for the time being, let's check out the Fate dungeon. This one, how far is my render distance again? Okay. So we have here, we're not exactly inside of the dungeon just yet. This is like the outskirts, kind of, then back in the wilderness, of course. But we have a bunch of lily pads, because it couldn't be a Nick Frog dungeon setup if there weren't some sort of lily pads. But so let's make our way across here, and I'll actually try not to quite spoil where all we're going to. And I'm doing a really bad job at jumping across these lily pads. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. I do have my magic broom, then of course, oh, there's seeing a little part of it, but I just want to make our way over there. Almost there. Okay. Gosh. So here's a little step ladder to climb up. This is an interesting little guy. Hippogriff. Okay, and there's some Oh gosh, there's a lot of things that are going up. Let's go up here. What do we have here? Attention passengers. This is your pilot speaking. We've hit some turbulence. Please put on the air masks in front of you. Also note that treasure is... Oh. Alright. So we're in a bathroom. It looked like there's this airplane above us. Don't know what Goddess Loy is going to be up to. This is a trash, not a trash toilet. There's the little knobs, I suppose. If any of you have been inside of a aircraft recently, the bathroom is quite cramped. Don't really know quite what's going on. Still have my squid head on though, so we should be good. Got a bunch of potions. None of them are alcoholic. Do I need to put a rating on these videos? Oh boy. Alcohol reference. Oh no. I've got my bow then still from the last dungeon. Do I have... Yeah, okay, I got arrows. Not sure what they're doing. But let's advance forward out the door. There's a lot of things going on, and it looks like the plane is on fire. That's not good. Oh no. Luckily I have a very strong bow. Unluckily, we have this not my favorite plugin where when you catch on fire, you get nausea. But it also seems like these little things here opened up, and we got air mask. I guess I'll have to take off my squid head. But if you right-click the air mask, you successfully put it on your head, your special helmet. Okay, awesome wording there. But that is essentially part of the Atmos plugin. If you recall from the forest dungeon, there's some interesting stuff up ahead here. But that essentially should counteract the effects of being in higher elevations, and even lower elevations then as well. So if you recall, we were getting lots of like the blindness and all of that from when we were below deck, or below close to bedrock. It looks like something really bad happened to this airplane, probably why we're having the air masks drop down below. This is the pilot's area. I wonder where the pilot went. Can spin around the... Oh boy. But they probably just jumped off. I probably would have if it were me. And I saw that in front of me. But let's go out to this area. Over here, this is like the emergency flotation device. Oh boy, what do we have in front of us? So as you can see, we are entering the stratosphere and are face to face with flying castle. And it looks like if we stand in the right place, this flying stone pillar thing seems to have shot a laser down. Is that, I suppose, what cut our plane in twain? Okay, it chopped up the plane. If you check out back here, though, of course, yeah, I know all this, I built it, but you'll see, I have not opened this chest yet since I set it up, parachute. So this, hopefully you watch these videos maybe before you take on the dungeon. Maybe you really shouldn't, though, if you want to keep everything a surprise, but if you push that button back in the bathroom of the aircraft, then that is what actually opens up this little piston contraption here and opens up this path to get the parachute. Of course, my inventory is completely full. I don't really need any of these extra air masks. You only need one of them. I'll just trash all this junk. But yeah, so that's a cool little secret hidden pathway there, and in case you also want to take a parachute out and jump off of here, oh boy, then that's one way to do so. Free elytra, basically. These this is the only way we have to go, it looks like. Got some bouncy, fluffy clouds here. And, oh boy, if you recall that, oh no, the laser that shot our airplane there, it seems like I'm being attacked myself as I make my way over here. Maybe I should have checked out everything in the dungeon here before coming here. It sounds like there's some sheep, just to make sure it was all working and everything. But yeah, this is the dungeon. Oh boy. Welcome to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Defeat the 8 servants, then stand on their golden blocks to receive the command seals. Place the seals in the chests to advance. Interesting. So, it looks like, okay, this is like the main pathway, main room then. Oh, hello, and there's a witch. So that's interesting. But if I can, oh man, right at the end then, poison. And there's already lots of stuff happening. But essentially we have to make our way down these paths and into these rooms. Then, that's strength. Alright, I'm already forgetting what strength and healing are. Really wish this poison was not gonna last for 22 more seconds. Are you serious? Okay. So let's check out maybe an easier room than that one. Oh, there's also a spider. Yeah, so no promises that at any point in this dungeon that you are completely safe. Because there are... It's essentially... Oh, and there's another spider too. Awesome. Hello, friend. So there's lots of the structure then that are not lit up. You know, so we will get plenty of unexpected mobs then like that. In addition to the more expected ones. But let's continue on here. Into each of these 8 rooms then from the main pathway. We will encounter a boss of sorts. This one, not so bad, but very quickly. He's very fast. That was Lancer, then, and you'll see then with this other very large item. And hey, there we go. So this is the Lancer command seal. Oh, that was unexpected. Okay. And also this here that also dispensed is Lancer's shovel. Don't really know what we're gonna use his shovel for, but regardless, we beat the boss and stood on this little platform pedestal here, and that gave us the command seal for that hero then, I suppose. When we put it in the chest, then this light goes off, and then that is that one down. So the rest of these, though, lights are still on. Means we still have to battle them. This one is a little bit of a more... Oh, wow. Hello. Someone really liked this dungeon, I guess. This is a bit of a more complicated dungeon than the other ones. We don't really need all of these here. Sorry about the noise. Essentially, every time you go through this, it has an infinite dispenser then that will always spawn the mob, and then in this case, then also a skeleton horse. This one wasn't too bad though. But the problems that causes though is that if players don't kill the passive mobs here, that granted don't actually hurt you, so there's not really a reason to kill them. They'll just keep spawning over and over again. So if someone were to keep entering in this room, then those skeleton horses would stay there. We got the rider command seal though, and so we can make our way back to the center. I'm actually going to get rid of some of the stuff that I don't really need. Don't need that, don't need chicken. This, oh, I can't. Okay, and we're back. Minecraft kind of froze for a little bit there. If I put my GUI on small, which is really hard to read, and I click the 3D mode, wow, okay, I'll have to turn that off. This was also a drop from the skeleton horse, or someone that we killed, but we couldn't really read all of that stuff. Okay, and we're back. This is going to be a headache then later on to make sure I get all the clips in the right order, but oh well. Regardless, we got this cool little scroll here. Oh, now I can read it then, that's a little bit better. But we also got this command seal for the writer class. So put that in, drop that down, and let's keep making our way around. So this is, well, I guess we won't really know what it is until we go in. Oh, and I didn't go in the door, so it's going to, oh boy, what's going on? This one is the, I guess you'll see in here in a sec. This is Assassin. So this is bad because can't quite tell where he is. He's actually just a normal. Okay, I think that killed him. So as I say, a normal zombie villager. So there's a bunch of invisible zombies, or a bunch of invisible villagers then around. But that one was just really cool, I thought, because when you first go in, there's a bunch of normal villagers that also spawn, as well as one zombie villager. But because an invisibility potion splashes down, you don't really know who is who or where the attack is coming from. But yeah, so we beat him, stood on the plate, got the command seal. Yeah, it's all working as intended. Looks like we got an extra command seal from that one, and you got over here somehow. Alright. And if you would like, you can keep these command seals, these banners for your own, if you want to hang them up in your house or something like that. They don't really do anything outside of this dungeon, of course, but it's a pretty cool little designs that I came up with. This one, orange. Let's see what we got. Got some magma and some zombie pigmen. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Gotta avoid stepping on the magma blocks though. I got a emerald. Interesting. I need to watch my health here. Yes. And also what else is going on in chat. So that one wasn't too bad though. We got Berserker. Okay. Okay. There's not really a bed around here though, Kraken. But I can go back. He really wishes. Yeah, I guess he wants to end the night. If I go back to the... What? Whee! Oh, that was a very high jump. Back to this guy, the hippogriff, then I have a bed on top of it, so that this is where a good place where players can set their spawn if they wish to before entering the dungeon. Bed. Alright. But yeah, this was actually based, if you have not seen it and you're not getting the references, off of the most recent Fate Apocrypha anime. So it's based off of like the Fate Stay Night, if you've heard of that, Unlimited Blade Works. Really good anime series. Then that I think Stay Night and then one other one is on Netflix. Okay, yeah, you can just ride fly up here if you have the ability to do so as well. You don't have to go through the airplane. But this was essentially like one of the very last big battle scenes. Then where the main players, they fought against all of these servants then that each had different abilities and different powers. So tried to recreate that the best I could in Minecraft, which is difficult to do so. But essentially I just wanted to have like a set of 8 unique battle boss rush challenges. So that's the saber one then. They're supposed to kind of fight you then when you first enter here, but it doesn't always work. But if you do stand on the platform then to get the seal, then the saber wither skeleton will definitely pop up. So let's see, keep making our way around here. I think next was this green one. My health is not looking so great. Let's see, I don't actually need Lancer Shovel, then I have a bunch of those, as you can imagine when I was first getting this all set up. There's a zombie there. Can I... Oh, nice. Sometimes you can hit guys through the wall. That's not actually what the boss is of this green room. So let's see. There he is. There he is. This is Archer. Also not a very difficult fight. Looks like we are getting another one of these scrolls. Frostwalker. Okay. But what was going on with this room though is that if you noticed, splash potions of harming were also dispensed, and essentially those would heal him. But then also, you know, you might be trying to shoot through the, or at least swing your sword like through the grass and everything, and that would make it slightly more difficult. But that one also, you know, not the most difficult fight. But it had the potential for, you know, you to hit him a couple times, but then he was healed back up to full health. Did I? Oh yeah, I did get it here. So, you know, that's a little twist with that one. This one though, purple. Let's check it out. Okay, this is an evoker. Also maybe not the most hard. Okay, nice. We got him before he started summoning Vexes. But there's some other guys here that spawned, as you can see. Oh no. Yeah, this might be hard. I did not bring a shield with me. Ow. Oh no. Okay. Do I have... Okay, I do have ender pearls. If you have ever been inside of a... oh no. Okay, like a... the actual end city dungeon, then you'll know what these guys are. Or, you know, you have a shulker chest. But these little annoying little twerps. It seems like a lot of things are dropping these scrolls. Now, truth be told, I have not actually done much with these. I know that you can use them on special other items. Oh, and I'm still getting hit here. Where is it coming from? But essentially they're a way to do like a guaranteed enchantment then of an item, and you know they just drop from defeating mobs, which is pretty cool. But so that's that. If you'll see, I also got a socket sword. This is another... Okay, actually kinda scared me there. Oh boy. I forgot I need to be on my guard then when I'm going through this dungeon. Let's see if we can avoid dying. But yeah, socket swords, they look like wooden swords, but you can put gems in them that also drop from enemies. And then you can use those to make pretty cool, powerful swords. There's more with that, but I haven't really gotten into it that much myself. See, there's like a ton of things on the server that, even after playing on here for a couple months, I still actually have not even fully checked out. Did I forget to get the command seal? Awesome. I just thought of kind of cheater way to go in there, but let's not do that. I need to, you know, I don't really need this at the moment. Let's go back through this again. How am I doing on time? Okay, I'm doing alright. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. Let's beat this guy again. Oh, as now we get a great chance to see the Vexes here. if you recall, so these are guys that you fight in woodland mansions. Very difficult because they're like flying around here. They can go through walls and they attack very, very hard. They hit very, very hard. But let's see if we can try to get yes, got it. Caster command seal. Okay, okay. Now I gotta get out of here and not die. Oh no, am I out of splash potion? On the wall. Oh, that didn't heal me at all. No. Okay, fly, fly. Button. Get out of here. Okay. That works somehow. Oh no, no, he's still coming. No, 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 no. And I'm out of healing potions. Awesome. Luckily, the caster fight is most definitely the most difficult one. Actually, if I put one of these in my offhand, I should be good. But yeah, I'm out of healing potions. Luckily, we got the caster command seal. I remembered to get that. Oh, and hello. There's still some of these guys floating around. Very annoying. Wow, okay, rude. I'm not regenerating health quicker. But yeah, eventually I think those guys go away after a little while. Which one is left? Okay, all that's left is pink. And yeah, there you go, so they disappear after the main invoker is killed. What is going on here? Okay, so this last room, again, I can just kill these guys because there's just going to be more that spawn afterwards. This is an easy one. I thought that players would definitely want to break after going through all the rest of those other 7 setups. But yeah, this is the unknown command seal. But yeah, you just really have to step on that. You don't have to fight any bosses or anything like that. Interesting. Another one of these special items. I think that some of these also have to do with the magic plugin that, again, there's just a ton of stuff, and I don't really have the time to cover everything here. But let's put in the unknown one, and oh boy, this is... okay, maybe just a little bit of a spooky thing. You'll see them, the door at the end over there has opened. There was one other room we didn't quite check out. It looks like it's kind of been abandoned here. You best start believing in enemies, mister. You're in one. Oh boy. You see redstone lanterns. Okay, so that was kind of... And then there's another treasure chest here I'm not quite going to open. Actually, I think that door should stay open for a little bit there, that main one. If not, that would be bad, because we would have to go back through all of this again. But I wanted to see the way to get around here, because there's actually much more to this dungeon than meets the eye. Though it looks like I didn't quite have a obvious way of getting up to the other level. But let's see. Oh, okay, let's try not to die. But yeah, so let's kind of just give a little quick fly around. I maybe went a little slight overboard with designing this whole setup, but I had some extra time over Christmas work holiday, and there's some cool little Easter eggs here. These signs, I think I already did it. Yeah, so it's not going to do anything quite for me. But if you right-click this, then you can actually get 75 money, FE. That is how I bought this ticket and how to do the dragon travel. These are signs essentially just telling people that make it up here don't climb up there because they can't go any further. But there's a couple of other hidden chests and other cool little things around here if you have the time to fully explore this this place. But for now, let's advance through here, and it looks like we close the door immediately, which is working as intended. And let's go this way. Let's see. Congratulations! With every trial, you've climbed higher. Now, Enter the Grail with your wish. It will grant your desire. Choose wisely. Aha. So it appears from here we have 3 pathways. I wish for the downfall of my foes. I wish for the salvation of all. And I wish for a surplus of money. Oh boy, these are very, very enticing things, and it looks like I already chose this way. There's no going back at this point. Let's see if it's here. Ah, yes. Okay, so I have not opened this chest previously. Boy, what do I want to get rid of? So inside here, we got a shulker box. And then exit. Your reward and exit. Boy, I didn't put the elytra on. That would have made sense. Oh well. It's really dark. I'm trying to swim upwards, but it looks like we went really far deep. Okay, here we go. But yeah, so that drops us out the back. Let's just do, kinda not have to worry about dying, and do a quick fly around overview of this Hanging Gardens. So, as I was saying, this was based off of the Fate Apocrypha show. That's also why there's the hippogriff, and why there's that sign saying that you'll explore it with Alfonso. That's the character in the show then that rides this. It's like a half eagle, half, I don't know, horse thing or something. Not that I'm necessarily on the favoring the Eagles to win there's some football game or something going on. But so that's, if you watch the show, then this might make sense. But essentially the characters, they're flying around in hippogriff and flying in an airplane, but the airplane then gets quite brutally destroyed. Lots of explosions. It's a very lots of action show. But then all of these floating little columns here then can actually shoot lasers, and it's quite a feat to take on this Hanging Gardens. The character servant then that created this, can't at the moment, then was Caster, which is also why that fight was more difficult than the other ones. They're usually one of the more powerful of the 8 servants. Then this is outside of that path, then leading to the 3 choices. But essentially, it's like a giant free-for-all, kind of similar to like a Pokemon battle than those Fate animes, where you summon these characters from history, from mythology. So it was Semiramis, I think was her name, and I forget exactly her full story. But essentially, she had this Hanging Gardens created back in whenever, like the year 600, I think, around that time. And it was, in history, it was just a set of gardens where water could be traveled all the way up to the top. But in the show, where there's magic and all this, it's instead reimagined as a flying fortress. Oh, also there's one of the shulkers that was hitting me. Seems to have teleported to the outside there. Goodbye. But I really enjoyed the whole concept of the fortress and then going around and fighting those unique boss battles then based off of each of the other servant classes. So what's cool about this dungeon then is also you can go through it 3 separate times then and get 3 separate rewards at the end. Those are based off of then essentially the winner of the Holy Grail War is what it's called on the show. Then they get to reach the Grail, and then they get 1 wish granted. In the Apocrypha season, essentially, of the battle, there's slightly different setup, and instead of just the normal Holy Grail, then the battle is for the Greater Grail, which is even, you can wish for, anything. and alter even the rest of the other magic and the rest of the laws of the universe. It's a pretty crazy setup. But that's why then when you get through, you essentially get to have your wish granted. Which reminds me, let's check out what we got. I suppose I can kind of spoil this one here, because it's interesting. We have werewolf cure potions, wolf's bane potions, a silver sword, in addition to some garlic, holy water, and a stake of judgment. Essentially everything we would need for fighting vampires and werewolves. Interesting. Because as I briefly mentioned previously, there are these other plugins then that allow your player to become lycanthropic or vampire, werewolf or vampire, as the great Twilight series. Oh gosh. So there's fights in between them sometimes, and there's lots of powers that they get. I don't have any of them myself, but I've also been looking into possibly checking them out at some point. But yeah, that was the Fate dungeon, the Hanging Gardens. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some extra insight into how it was created. I guess it's a similar thing then with the infinite dispensers, and then that big lock then that goes around where you have to have all 8 of the banners to open the path forward. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. This is going to be the last video then for a little bit until, one sec. I feel really bad not being able to help him out at the moment. But yeah, there's going to be some more dungeons then in the future, but these are all the ones that we have finished at the moment. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and have a good day. See you later. Bye.